What's going on, champs and champettes? It's FireMonkey here, and we've recently gotten some new updates regarding the brand new Fortnite seasons for Battle Royale, OG Fortnite, and of course LEGO Fortnite today, with some official teasers by Epic Games, and of course, some insider leaks by leakers such as Sheena, Sam Leaks, etc. on Twitter. So in today's YouTube video, we're going to be recapping all the information you need to know, starting off with a brand new teaser that was officially posted by LEGO Fortnite earlier today. So people may or may not know, but recently it's been rumored a lot that the next season of Fortnite was actually going to be themed around the Superhero Academy, and in a lot of recent teasers by LEGO Fortnite, they've started to use superhero skins and Academy related skins in the actual images they're using. Basically as a way to be like, hey look, we have a little bit of an interesting collaboration going on here, or it's not a collaboration, but a little bit of like a single-handed, like not obvious teasers that if we didn't have insider leaks and stuff, we would have been like, oh, it's just them using skins in the actual images or videos they're posting. But this time around, because of the leaks and everything else, we're aware that this is actually them slightly teasing what is going to be the next season of Fortnite. But we also had Sheena recap a lot of the recent information over on their Twitter account, so it also mentioned some of the previous leaks and stuff, so let's just kind of go through all of it. Firstly, it is mentioned that this is going to be a Superhero Academy themed season for Battle Royale. Now, of course, when it comes to Fortnite OG, it's going to be superhero themed, and then LEGO Fortnite's going to also have some type of superhero theme, but with Battle Royale itself, it's going to be focused on Superhero Academy. Other than that, it appears that the Superhero Academy is going to be funded by Midas, so Midas will once again have a part of the storyline lore in Fortnite Battle Royale. I don't know if they're like overdoing all of the Midas stuff, but it is something that they're apparently going to have tied into the lore. There's going to be a new Superman skin, plus mythic ability that you'll actually be able to use. However, the Superman skin appears to be an item shop skin because Robin is actually going to be in the Battle Pass this time around. Could Superhero actually, or I guess not Superhero, but Superman actually be a Battle Pass skin? Yes. However, they've kind of already done that before, so I feel like they're going to make this one item shop as a way of being like, hey look, how we had the Battle Pass version before? Well, we have this item shop one that you don't have to wait 1.5 years in order to actually end up purchasing in the item shop or anything like that. And then Robin, of course, will be that cosmetic that you have to wait a year and a half before you can actually purchase it in the item shop if you're someone who didn't get it from the Battle Pass. It is also mentioned, however, that in the actual Battle Pass, we're going to be having that Robin skin, as well as we're going to be getting a Daigo skin, which is similar to the one we probably saw from the cinematic once last season actually ended, and apparently a Stormbeast skin. Now, according to Sheena, the Stormbeast skin is actually going to work like a skin that is basically like the female manifestation of the Battle Royale Storm on the island, except that you will be able to transform into a Storm Beast. Most likely it's going to be a variant or something for the skin itself, but it's interesting how they're making a skin in a superhero themed season just being the Storm, right? The bad force that forces everyone to one location to battle it all out and eliminate each other, that is now going to be an actual skin turned into a female or whatever else that you'll be able to actually use in game, which is going to be an interesting little plot twist in my opinion. It is also rumored that we're going to be getting the One Punch Man collaboration around this time. Now, as we talked about before, One Punch Man is currently celebrating, I think its 10th year anniversary of like the whole manga and the anime and everything else, and that is actually going to be having the season 3 of their anime airing in October. So if we don't get it during this season, I could definitely see it towards like the end of the season, or maybe even the next season when we actually have October roll around for One Punch Man's 10th year anniversary. And I know sometimes in these videos when I say One Punch Man, I always accidentally say One Piece, so my apologies for that. They both have 3 words and they're both OP, or I guess One Piece has 2 words. You know what I mean, right? They're very similar that when you're saying it a lot, you sometimes say the wrong one. Other than that, though, some other rumors is that the Seaport City is going to be replaced by a new Utopia City, which is pretty interesting, and we're going to be having a collaboration POI on the island once again. This collaboration POI is going to be the Fortress of Solitude relating to Superman, and it will be replacing Masked Meadows. So basically, it's currently confirmed we're going to be having around 2 POI changes. It's going to be replacing another POI. We're going to have one of those those POIs being a collaboration thing, which already kind of makes sense since, you know, we have like 4 different Star Wars POIs in the game and many Star Wars areas around the map. And then of course it's going to be all superhero themed. You're going to have Robin, Superman, One Punch Man, you know, Saitama, all that type of stuff, while you're also having different abilities and different just changes throughout the whole entire season. So if there's any superhero themed collaborations you were wanting, this is probably the season that you'll be expecting to get a lot more of those in, just to kind of match into Fortnite's theme. However, there have been times before when Epic Games has, you know, prepared to go ahead and do these collaborations, and then they just decide last minute for one reason or another to just throw them into a season that is completely unrelated, like 2 to 3 seasons after, you know, the season would have fit actually is finished. So who knows what type of collaborations we're going to be getting, but at least as far as we're aware, One Punch Man, Robin, and Superman are the most likely things we can be expecting in the very near future. Until next time, however, hope you champs and champions enjoyed today's video. Like the video if you liked it, dislike if you didn't like it, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow with another upload. So until then, peace out.